Hello everyone, my name is Mateo Salvador. Welcome back to another episode of Run8. We're here in UP Bakersfield, and we got quite a bit of work to do. As you can see, the yard here is pretty busy with pickups, and we got to build some trains and send these to West Colton. But first, we actually have a BNSF train coming. Looks like we got a local train leaving out of BNSF Bakersfield. Pretty neat indeed. Well, we're in single player, so unfortunately this AI is not going to be able to drop these cars off anywhere. By the way, I do have a multiplayer Run8 server. If anybody would be interested on joining, just join my Discord, and the information to join the server is right there. Okay, so the job for today is all these trains are going to go bye-bye. We're going to be sending them off to West Colton, which they have a hump yard at West Colton right here, which we're going to be running the hump yard in the next episode. So hopefully you stick around for that. Okay, so this is probably going to be a quicker Run8 video. My plan for this is... this train right here, this one with the SD40s on it, is from YBK50. And as you can see, it's a fairly long train. So I think we're going to send this train off as it is. We just got to get a couple engines and remove the SD40s. And as you can see, we have these two middle trains here, and I think I'm going to combine them. Okay, well, let's just get to work here. Let's start with the YBK50 pickups. We're going to move the SD40s out of the way and get a couple engines connected to them. By the way, I do apologize. Last week, I didn't have a video out. Well, I did have one video. I had one Transport Fever episode. Do you mind? Thank you. I had one Transport Fever episode out, and unfortunately, that was it. I was suffering from a lack of motivation, and I was originally going to make a video of us doing the YBK50 pickups, and then I was like, no, I didn't have any motivation, because I tried to start recording it, but it was just choppy and robotic, and that's why I decided to do it off screen and do this instead. So we're going to be doing some switching here at UP's Bakersfield, and then get them to West Colton. Then we're going to do more switching in the next episode, and we might do a long haul back here with a manifest train. So that is some stuff to look out for. If you're new to the game, you might learn some stuff about tagging, because I'm going to talk about tagging trains for West Colton. Because Auto will route trains into West Colton. You just have to have the right tag. So stick around for that. Okay, let's just leave the SD40s here. Well, actually, we're going to need them later. By the way, Update 2 for Run8 did release. It's available on their website, and with it came the Dash 9 Pack 2, which I decided to get. I know they did release Pack 1 a little while ago. I didn't want Pack 1. Pack 1 had Southern Pacific and Santa Fe locomotives. Personally, I had no interest. Dash 9 Pack 2 had a retro BNSF, a BNSF and Santa Fe colors, as well as two Union Pacific locomotives. And I gotta say, I'm getting some Microsoft Train Simulator vibes from this. Okay, well, let's get a couple locomotives for the YBK50 train. I think I'm gonna take these three beautiful Dash 9s. Alright, check this out. This is the UP Dash 9. We got a couple screens here, and it looks pretty good. Look at that. Pretty awesome indeed. Of course, we also have the horn right here. For now, I'm just going to start up one locomotive. Let's figure out how this thing works. I want to think I need that, right? The gen field, I think, is what I need. And then these two, control and engine run, we will turn on later. How else do I start this? We have a couple switches here. Are these clickable? Oh, that's clickable. Road crossing lights. Window heaters. Radios, that looks important. Water cooler looks important. Short hood, long hood headlights. Looks important. Fuel pumps. We can click those. Local control, click. Running lights, click. DP radio, train line. That looks important. Engine stop switch. Caution, avoid on. Oh, avoid on. Always on to avoid freeze damage. Okay. What is this? Is this anything? No. I've never driven a Dash 9, so I don't really know exactly what I'm doing here. I know that I could cheat as well and just go into the menu and start it, but why don't we just take a look at this? Okay, I click it to start. Is there a start button by any chance? Doesn't look like it. Maybe this? Nope, that's engine stop. I know that in some of the ES44s, including the SD70s, they have a start switch, but I'm not sure if this one does. No, automatic stop override. Alright, well, it doesn't look like it has a start switch, which is okay. We can just start the locomotive from here. And now the locomotive will start up. There we go. Alright, so the locomotive should be starting up here. We'll leave... Ah, there we go. Now the locomotive is fired up. Look at that. We'll leave these two off for now. Okay, well, let's get this show on the road. We'll take the dynamic brake off and put the reverser in. We'll also take off the parking brake while we're at it. Put the headlights on. Move that to 2. There we go. And we could also open up the window while we're at it, too. There we go. Gotta say, sounds pretty good. Yeah, I forgot one thing. The train is not running, and that is because I need to click that, and I need to go back here, and I need to go back here and set that to run. If I could do, there we go, and now the train should run. I was sitting here for a couple seconds, like, I wonder why the train's not moving. Well, Mateo, that would be because you have a couple things you need to click. There we go, and the train should start moving. Well, it has fired up, that's for sure. And we are, in fact, moving slowly. Very, very good. I would like to point out this train here. We got 2 Dash 9s being led by an SD70. Got a cool little auto rack train here. That's very cool. Haven't driven this one yet. Okay, let's take these locomotives here and get them fueled up. Because I think they're a little bit low on fuel, so it won't hurt to get them fueled up. And we conveniently have a fuel island right in front of us, so let's just get them fueled up while we're here, and then get them connected to the YBK50 consist. Meanwhile, we have that beautiful auto rank train just over there going around the bend from BNSF Bakersfield. Righty, there we go. I gotta say, I love this train. I want to say the BNSF version of this doesn't have these screens. I think it has the old, like, analog systems. Because, like, this one, for example, doesn't have the modern screens, which is pretty cool. And apparently we have a brake warning. Okay, got all the locomotives fueled up. Let's take it to the consist now, finally. So we got this train here on this far track. These are the freight cars from Arvin, I want to say. I decided to finish Arvin off-screen because we were taking a really long time to do it, and most of those cars were ready to pick up, so I decided to grab them while I was there, and they're ready to go to West Colton. So that's just more fun when we get to West Colton in the next episode, because I gotta say, using the hump yard's pretty cool. If you've never used it before, you'll probably learn something in the next episode. Hopefully you do learn some things in the next episode, but it'll be a lot of fun. Hopefully you stick around. Well, Mateo worked harder than he needed to. I didn't need to bring the Union Pacific all the way down here. YBK50's right here. I could have just went to here and then backed right in, but instead I went all the way down to here. Ugh. There we go. Okay, and this train is almost ready to go. We just need to get some DPUs, and then this train is ready to head out. Alright, let's get these locomotives here started, and we will push it back to the consist from Arvin. Then we're also going to have to get some DPUs for that, and then that train will be ready to go, and we can send it off to West Colton. We are going to have to tag it, but I'll tag it once it's ready to go. We might have a train that's on the way. Oh no, we don't have any trains coming. Why is that? Why? Okay, I mean, that's... okay. Huh, interesting. Trains are not routing through the yard because we forgot to flip a switch when we were working at YBK50. And by we, I mean me. Okay, let's get this train shoved back into the Arvin pickups. And then we're going to have to get a couple DPUs for that, and it will be ready to go. There we go. All right. As you can see, obviously, this isn't a -9. Still got a pretty good horn, though, from the depot, I believe. Actually, I do have a guy on my Discord who is making add-on horns for this game. So if you would like to get any new horns, you can join my Discord, and in our Run8 media channel, there's a couple horns that you can download and put into your game. I think this is one of them, but I might be wrong on that. Alright, let's get some DPUs on the YBK50 train. We will use the good old trusty SD70, and we'll bring 3 of them. Okay, I need to get the gen field switch running. Gen field switch running, thanks. Gauge lights, dynamic brake can be running. Cab lights, we don't need to bother having the cab lights on right now. See, this train here has a start switch, or at least I thought it did. I must be going crazy. I thought it had a start switch. Maybe that's what it is. Alright, well, whatever. Let's see, I need to get... that's good. No, that's not... I thought... oh, it does have a start switch right here. Boom, and now the locomotive will start running. Sorry, I was afraid this was going to be the loud one. Alright, just a couple more things we got to do before we can get the train running. That needs to go to run. There we go. And everything should be good to go now. So let's get this show on the road. Ah, it's this one with the really loud horn. So you'll notice that there's 2 different Union Pacific SD70s. That one has more of a yellow color. That one has more of like a gold kind of color. And that one right there is the one with the really loud horn. Gotta say, when this SD70 started moving, it blared the horn and scared me. Okay, I think we can just park right there. I got the other the other 2 locomotives running, so we'll just leave the SD70 right here because I need to push it down this track. However, there's an I was gonna say SD70. There's an SD40 in the way. So let's get the old SD40 here out of the way. And I guess we'll just shove it in with this BNSF and Santa Fe SD40 here. And now we can take this beautiful SD70 and attach it to the Arvin consist. I said originally I was going to put it with the YBK50 consist, but then I was like, you know what, let's get the Arvin consist out of here. And then we can deal with the YBK50 consist. Man, I gotta say one thing, with the right lighting, this game looks beautiful. Man, just look at that. I'm telling you, these dynamic brakes are a lot more touchier than they used to be. Had this been update 1, I would have smashed into the end of this coupler, but the dynamic brake, or independent brake, have I been saying dynamic brake? I think, oh man, okay, I'm gonna have to go through editing. Alright, so, you have the independent brake here. That's what this black one is. This is the train brake. The dynamic brake is this one. The dynamic brake works very similar to like a Jake brake on a semi-truck. I'm sorry, if I've been saying dynamic brake, I mean independent brake. Okay, so now is the complicated part. This is where we have to tag the train. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove the previous tag. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put an M. The M stands for the type of train. And a good website, if you don't know what the codes are, is the depot. The depot has all the codes. So as you can see, we're a Union Pacific. A stands for automotive, C is coal, E is a company train, M is manifest, and we're going to put an M right there. Then what we're going to do is put BK. BK stands for Bakersfield, and WC stands for West Colton. So the format for this is first the type of train, a single digit, and then you have a 2-digit code for the origin, and then following that is a 2-digit code for the destination. So in which case, this is a manifest train from Bakersfield to West Colton. Probably doesn't make any sense. If you want to join my Discord, we could explain it further. For BNSF, it's a 3-digit code, and instead you put a dash here. So if I wanted to... So let's just say this was a BNSF train. What I would do is put M-BAK-WCL. So now this is a manifest train from Bakersfield to West Colton. But since this is a UP train, it's 2-digit codes, so it's MBKWC. Hopefully that makes sense. I have a link to the depot website in the description. Now, I will eventually AI this train. However, it looks like we have another train coming. Okay, let's get another set of locomotives and connect it to the YBK50 consist, and then we're going to have to do some switching because we have a couple really short trains that we could combine into one. And I might put some center DPUs on it. I'm not entirely sure, but we'll have to figure that out when we get to that side of the bridge. And that should do right about there. We can stop. Yep, we can stop. And we can head back. Alright, here we go. We're about to reach the consist, and we have that Union Pacific right there, that intermodal, currently waiting at a red light. He's waiting for this train to go further away, and then I think Auto should route him through. I might have to delete a couple AI, because we're going to be sitting here for a while, because I had a couple issues. And I'm getting annoyed at myself because I'm saying the word because a lot. There we go. I think I am connected. Question is, are we fitting in the siding? I think we are. Okay, we can now tag this, and it's just going to have the same tag. Just because it's going to West Colton, it's going to have the same tag. And then I like doing this because I feel that an X looks a lot better than it's saying none. So that's why I'm just going to put an X here. I mean, technically you could say it means the same thing. There we go. And so now, see, I don't know. When I'm looking at the tags, I feel like seeing an X just makes it look a lot more cleaned up than it saying none. In the meantime, this train's moving, and as you can see, he's got a bunch of semi-trailers. Very, very cool. And just after that intermodal is a manifest train. Okay, I'm going to grab a couple trains here, and then we're going to take the SD40s, and we're going to do some shunting. But first, I need to grab a couple DPUs, because I'm going to get some center DPUs going on this, those two center trains that are over there that don't currently have engines. I'm going to combine them. But first, I need to grab a couple... do I need to... Should I put center DPUs on them? You know what? No, I'm not going to bother with it. Screw it. And we'll just leave these 3-9s chilling here for now. Decided I'm not going to bother with center DPUs. We don't really need them. I mean, they would be helpful, but nah, I don't really care. So, what we're going to do here is we're going to take the train that's just in front of us and shove it into where that orange refrigerator car is and combine it into one train. It should fit, and we should be fine. If not, that's fine too. But it should fit. Alright, got to be careful with these touchy independent brakes. Right. Oh, I stopped too early. Wow. Wow, alright, I guess the tradition of Mateo breaking everything is no more. Alright, that should do right there. And it in fact does, right there. You know, I'm looking at these two trains here, this one on the left and this one on the right, and I'm going to get some center DPUs. I've decided that I just feel better that way. And while I'm here, I've decided I'm going to grab 3 units to put at the front of the train. Oh man, these touchy independent brakes, I stopped too early. Just back it up like a hare. There we go. And we will head off. We got a real power move going here. And I gotta say one thing. When you're switching on Arvin and you're getting all these refrigerator cars and all you hear is the engines of these refrigerator cars, it gets very annoying very quickly. I mean, just one refrigerator car after the other, each having their own engine, all blaring at high speeds so that the contents of so that the cars stay cold, but it doesn't make it any less annoying. I hear a DPU. I see a DPU. I gotta say, this is a very cool scene right here. Ooh, that was actually kind of sick. Alright, let's turn off the lights here, because, well, that light right there appeared to be a little bright, if you ask me. So let's just turn that off. And the DPUs are in place. And now, time to take this train and shove it in the left track. So many trains! Look at this. I gotta say, this is a very nice sight here. Although that one has the high beams on. I forgot to turn that off. And right there should do. Let's put on the brakes. Put on the brakes. Put on the brakes. Because I think we're about to reach the end of the siding here. Yes, we're getting very close. And now, gathering that everything I did was correct, we can now just reverse this train into the siding over there and connect it to where those DPUs are. You see, it's this sound right here that gets annoying after a little while. Imagine you're switching along Arvin and you're just sitting here like this. It'll get annoying after a bit. And it looks like we have a broken boxcar. So this here has a purple tag, and that means that there's a defect. So if we were to send this train off on our own, if we were to be driving it, a defect detector would tell us to stop because we have a drag equipment failure. If I just click that, or at least, well, I can't do it because I don't own the train right now. But if I had the ownership of this train, I just click that and then the drag equipment's fixed. Yeah. If we recrew it with AI, the AI will automatically fix it, so it wouldn't be an issue. Okay, and now we're going to shove the entire train a little bit further down into the siding, because if we look, it doesn't fit. This train right now doesn't fit, so we're just going to push it a little further in, and hopefully it does fit. If it doesn't fit, that's okay, we have workarounds. And I think that'll be the first train that we AI just because of its size. Yeah, but we still have a couple trains yet coming, so. Alright, well, unfortunately, this train does not fit into the siding. As you can see, it is sticking out a little bit right there. You have to be a little bit careful here because if I give it too much independent, this whole train's just going to break. So got to be a little bit careful. There we go. Oops. Going, okay, there we go. Should stop right about there. I'm going to put the independent brake on. We're probably going to break a coupler. I did break a coupler. Big rip. And I have found the culprit in a very weird spot. Oh, God. Well, unfortunately, it clearly didn't fit, but that's okay. And for recording purposes, I'm going to take the time back a little bit so that we can see, because it was getting pretty dark. Alright, let's move these SD40s out of the way. What I will do is this. That DPU is probably going to have a whatchamacallit error, but that's okay. Alright, and we will take off with these SD40s. We'll grab the DPUs, because obviously this doesn't fit. And then we'll put these three engines at the front of the train, and that's what we'll do, and hopefully we can AI it and get it out of here. Okay, and these SD40s can just chill right here. Ooh, we got wheel slip. Oh, no, we're good. And, well, since this train didn't fit, unfortunately, that means we're going to have to take the long way around. I was hoping the train would fit so that we could just back it up and go on this siding, it would be a faster journey, but unfortunately we have to go all the way around the yard in order just to get to the front of this. You know, it's probably a good thing we put DPUs on this thing, or at least center DPUs, because this is a very long train here. It's going to be very fun to hump. And only in a train simulator does saying hump make sense. Stick around for next episode, because next episode we'll be in West Colton using the hump yard. And I apparently missed this, but we have a BNSF auto rack train going by. You know, not gonna lie, I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at Discord and then I was like thinking about other things. And I just realized we're at the end here. Thank goodness that switch isn't flipped towards the main. We have one more AI train. It's a UP manifest train going somewhere, I don't even know where. And then we can finally AI our first train. We're pretty much done here actually, which makes me very happy because I love switching, but then I hate it. Mateo, why would you do these things? Like, Mateo, why would you do these things, really? Okay, that was kind of scary. This train went from like 0 to 30 miles an hour in a matter of 2 seconds. That was a little scary. And there's actually one more thing we gotta do before we AI these trains. First, we gotta wait for these 2 AI trains to the left to get out of the way. Hopefully, by the time we're done doing the other thing we need to do, they will be out of the way. That probably made no sense. Point is, we have things we gotta do. Last thing we gotta do is just get these DPUs connected to the last train. And that'll be it. Ooh, fun. Old systems. Alright, let's do this thing. Turn on the lights. Oh, that's the loud horn. Man. Thanks, RJ, for bursting out our eardrums. It's fine. Whatever. It's a good horn. You can join my Discord if you'd like it. Okay, and that should do right there. We can put on the independent brake, put on the lights, there we go. And we can reverse this thing all the way back. This train to the right is coming to a stop, I think. I can hear the brakes. At least I could hear the brakes. I think they have to do a crew change, so this train's going to stop, unfortunately, which is not good. All right, there we go. Awesome. Okay, so after all that work, the tracks are finally clear. And we can set off the first train, which is going to be this one, because it's hanging out of the siding, which I need to tag this real quick before we do anything with it. It's going to be MBKWC is going to be the tag for this train, and I'm just going to do my normal tagging. Okay, and this train is ready to go, so let's set it off on AI. If everything goes correctly, these 2 guys should go to West Colton. You know, to be honest, it probably wouldn't have hurt to put another engine on this. But whatever. Because these engines are running at full power within a yard. And you know what, while we're waiting for this train to leave the yard, let's fix the drag equipment for this, which is simple. Just do that and the drag equipment is fixed, and now it won't get caught by the defect detector. Let's relinquish that, because we don't want this train. Okay, and I'm going to AI this train here. We're going to get the crew members on it, and I need to flip this switch or else they won't go anywhere. So now this train will be sitting here until that train is far enough away, and then it will take off towards West Colton. Actually, you know what? I'm going to send this guy off first. Let's send the -9 off, make sure that everything is flipped properly, or else he won't go. Okay, oop, we're going to need to flip that one. There we go. And the -9 is entering the main. We'll watch this train and the one we just sent off previously, and then we'll end the episode. And I will then set that train off, and I will ride it to West Colton for next episode.
318.8, track 1.
Okay, and that was the Dash 9. And the other one, the first train that we sent off. So they're going to be going off to West Colton. We have one more train, although I think he's a distance away still. So let's just go see how he's doing. He should be down here somewhere. Ooh, somebody got pulled over. Oh no, big rip. Let's see. He should. Oh no, no, no. He's not on the main yet because somebody didn't flip the switch. Well, that's okay because you know what? I was actually going to be riding with this guy up to West Colton, so that's fine. There we go. Hopefully everybody enjoyed this episode. It's going to do it. Wow, look at that. Ooh, that's kind of a nice picture right there. I kind of like it with the darkness and then the sky in the background. Ew, that's nice. Oh yeah, there we go. Take a couple screenshots, shall we? Alrighty, well, that's going to do it for this episode of, I was going to say My Summer Car. Obviously, this is not my summer car. To Run8. As you can see, the yard is very empty now. And these trains are going up to West Colton. So, yeah, they're going to go up to here. And in the next episode, we will be doing some humping. So that'll be a lot of fun. And we actually have a train that just arrived here. I wonder, what is this train? Interesting. This is just a random AI train that has entered the West Colton receiving yard. Yeah, awesome. Okay, and apparently we have another train. It says right here, but I don't see another train. No, I don't think we have another train entering the yard. But anyways, those 3 trains that we had will enter here. And then we will use the little hump right here to hump them into consists. Which, as you can see, I already did some here from a previous train I had. And I have 2 trains that are ready to go. But anyways, that's going to do it for this episode. Let's go back to BNSF Baker... excuse me. Let's go back to UP Bakersfield. And just, I don't know. Take a look at this train one last time. Anyways, that's going to do it for this episode. You know what? Let's get in a better spot. Alrighty, well that's going to do it for this episode of Run8. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to hit the like button. If you'd like to join my community multiplayer server, join my Discord. All the information to join the server is right there. Anyways, that's going to do it for this episode of Run8. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. See you later. Peace.